Are all nerds as good as you?
Yes.
I can't stand group projects. Group projects will be 90% grade. Now you're forced to work with people whose IQ total up to a baked potato. And teachers always try to glamorize and sugarcoat group projects like it's really gonna help your learning experience and social skills. They be like, it's gonna prepare you for the real world. The only thing this is preparing me for is my hatred of people. And you're always gonna hear some teacher try to tell you the similarities of a group project when you start working at a job. But these similarities aren't real because people aren't getting paid in group projects. And it is a known fact that you will run into one of these people during the group project. And if you haven't, you probably one of them, if not more. The leader, aka the boss. I feel like this is me. This is the person that organizes everything and delegates a role to each person in the group.
I volunteer as tribute.
And in most cases, the group leader usually volunteers because they know if they don't, the group gonna end up like. Now this could be the least problematic of the group members, unless the group leader doesn't know how to lead. On the other end of the spectrum, these people are like a dictator control freak. It's their way or the highway. Now this person most likely is still gonna get the job done, which will result in a good grade, but everybody in the group hates you. This leader is like a hostile takeover. They looking down at y'all like peasants like. The lazy one / procrastinator. The reason this group member is trash is because they may not necessarily be dumb, but they aren't helpful. They don't know a damn thing about being on time or due dates, but they still manage to manipulate themselves into the success of the group. The teacher will announce something to the class similar to this. This is not a project you can simply do the night before. And of course, the lazy one's like, challenge accepted. The no-show.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
The no-show is the person that's in your group, but ain't really in your group. You don't even know if they're in your class, let alone a real person. This person will be in your group like. What makes it worse is when the teacher fails to communicate that the person really dropped from the class. While y'all were trying to divvy up the work evenly, y'all got extra work to do now. But when that person still is in your class, they want to hit you up at the most inconvenient time, like a day before the project's due. And tell me they don't always hit you with one of these lines. Is there anything I can do to help? What can I do to contribute to the group?
Bruh.
We don't need you anymore. Take this zero with pride. You've been voted off the island. Excuses. Now everyone can have unforeseen circumstances that are out of our control, but what are the chances that it's always one of our group members? This is the member of the group where they're possibly present, but their work isn't. They can get assigned a specific due date and even take on the hardest part of the project, but when it comes to showing their work, something ain't adding up. And of course, they hit the group up at the most inconvenient time with the most outlandish sob story. And we all over here like, what that got to do with me? But to make things worse, they'll look you dead in the eye and hit you with one of these. The clueless one. This poor soul is completely lost. It's either because they're dumb or they haven't been paying attention at all. Either way, you stuck with them. This group member is considered the weakest link. You can give them a play-by-play in layman's terms and they still gonna look at you like,
Bruh.
The critic. The member of the group who doesn't agree with a damn thing anyone says. They're frowning upon anything y'all are discussing. Even the brainstorming segment, they're negative. They probably wanted to be the leader, but since things didn't go their way, they're gonna criticize every little detail in the project. Best friends. Getting your best friend in the group is probably the best thing that can happen in the group. And y'all may not even be best friends outside of school, but y'all made it aware that y'all are good friends in class. So when the teacher assigns your group and y'all hear y'all names called, tell me y'all don't look at each other like this from across the room.
Go best friend, 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 go best friend.
Drums, please.